Hey there folks, welcome to Consoletronix. My name's Gray, and if you've been here before, you'll be well aware of my unhealthy obsession with Sega's standout shadow warrior, Joe Musashi, the shuriken slinging star of the Shinobi franchise, that began with a popular arcade release in 1987 from Sega, before finding a spiritual home on Sega's megadrive/Genesis with titles like Revenge of Shinobi and Shadow Dancer, not to mention a handful of hit and miss titles on the Master System, like a cracking port of the arcade and the simply cack Cyber Shinobi. And while Sega would look to continue this series beyond the 8 and 16 bits, the poor sales of the Saturn's Shinobi Legions, as well as Shinobi PS2, which despite getting some rave reviews, would be quickly shunted down the action-adventure pecking order by more prominent titles of the day, like Devil May Cry and another 8-bit ninja 'em up, making the 3D jump in Ninja Gaiden. But while the Sega Shinobi games have always been well regarded for their graphics, gameplay and soundtracks, provided by none other than Streets of Rage composer Yuzo Koshiro, there are titles within the series that almost never get discussed, and that's the two handheld Game Gear exclusives. The first, often simply referred to as GG Shinobi, has you once again battling the evil Seed organization as you set out to rescue your multicoloured mates held at the end of each and every level, and these fashion-conscious colour-swapped combatants each bring a new skill to bear to help you in your endeavour, in a tip-top handheld action platformer that even the at times egregious difficulty can't spoil. And 1 year later, in 1992, with the Game Gear seemingly holding its own against Nintendo's Game Boy and having seen off the challenge of the technically impressive but poorly marketed Atari Lynx, Sega would release a sequel to its popular handheld ninja actioner with Shinobi 2: The Silent Fury, a much improved follow-up, as by now the coders at Sega knew how to get the most out of their handheld. Which makes it all the stranger why many retro enthusiasts don't even give the system the time of day, with some lumping it in with the Mega CD and 32X as a failure, despite it selling well in excess of 10 million units in its day and having a library of quality software that still impresses. With titles like the Sonic Platformers and Racers, Defender of Oasis, Pengo, Halley Wars, Road Rash, and many, many others. But when talking about great Game Gear games, Shinobi and Shinobi 2 definitely rank highly. Like in the first game, your mission in part 2 is to rescue your captured ninja chums as you pick whichever level you want to start your adventure from, and once they're all completed, the final level is revealed, in what is for me one of Joe Musashi's finest outings. So why then have so few bothered to play it? Well, the Game Gear's reputation as a battery-guzzling, capacitor-frying, blurry mess is somewhat justified, as these systems are getting harder to find in good nick. That being said, despite owning about a dozen Game Gear consoles with various add-ons and of course physical releases of all the best games, especially Shinobi, I am recording this game using a simple emulator. So for those of you simply wanting to dip your toes into the Game Gear's back catalogue without the need to deal with sound issues or screen mods, treat yourself to some of the best kept gaming secrets that this system possesses. So my name's Gray, you've been watching Consoletronix. I hope you had as much fun as I did reminiscing about a pair of spectacular handheld action titles that have truly stood the march of time. So thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, goodbye.